Ever feel like you just want to pack it all in and escape the daily grind for a simpler life? Well, today we're diving into the story of Stardew Valley, a game that offered exactly that promise and ended up becoming a massive cultural phenomenon because of it. People have called it a timeless, cozy farming sim RPG masterpiece. Now that's some seriously high praise for any game, right? But honestly, for the millions who've played it, that's not even an exaggeration. So what is it? What makes Stardew Valley so incredibly special?
Well, here's maybe the most incredible fact of all. This entire, sprawling, absolutely beloved world was made by just one person, a guy named Barone who goes by ConcernedApe. That kind of solo achievement is, well, it's almost unheard of in modern gaming. Just wild.
So, let's get into it. Section 1, a cozy masterpiece. To really get why this game works, we first have to understand the whole genre that it basically introduced to millions of people. So, what in the world is a cozy farming sim? Well, think of it as the complete opposite of a high-stress, action-packed game. It's a genre that swaps out combat and pressure for something way more soothing. You get things like farming, getting to know your neighbors, and just chilling out in a world that invites you to relax. And the way the game pulls you in is just perfect. The whole thing starts with you escaping your miserable office job to take over your grandfather's old rundown farm. This place, Pelican Town, becomes your new home, your fresh start. Okay, so you're there. You've got this farm. What do you actually do? That brings us to Section 2, your life in Pelican Town. Honestly, your days are filled with whatever you want them to be filled with. You wake up and the choice is yours. Are you going to build up a huge, thriving farm? Or maybe you'll head into the mines to look for treasure. You could spend the whole day just getting to know the quirky folks in town, or, hey, maybe just kick back and do some fishing. There's always something cool and rewarding to do. And here is the absolute best part. There's no pressure, no rigid deadlines, no you have to do this now moments. The game lets you set your own goals and just play. It's your story, and you get to write it at your own speed.
And that freedom, that's the real secret sauce here. It's why people stick around for so long. Which brings us right into Section 3, the endless escape.
I mean, let's be real for a second. In a world full of games you play for a week and then forget, what gives Stardew Valley this incredible staying power? How do you get someone to play for thousands of hours? Well, it all comes down to some really smart design. The answer is simple. Infinite replayability. For starters, there's a massive community of fans who create mods that are constantly adding new stuff to the game. The world itself is always changing with the seasons and has these really fun festivals. You can build deep relationships, even get married and start a family. Plus, with different skill trees to level up, every single time you start a new farm, it can feel like a totally different game. At the end of the day, it just taps into this really basic human desire, you know? It's a place where you can be creative without any of the stress. Doesn't matter if you're a hardcore gamer or you've never held a controller in your life, it's just this incredibly welcoming world to get lost in.
And believe it or not, that welcoming world, it's still growing. Which takes us to our final section, the Valley's future.
Yeah, this is not one of those games that just gets released and forgotten. It is a living, breathing project. Years after it first came out, the creator is still adding to the world, with the super hyped 1.7 update on the horizon.
So, what's coming in this new update? Well, players are going to get a whole new type of farm to build on, which is awesome. And on top of that, there are going to be even more social features to help you get to know the people of Pelican Town even better. You know, the success of this game created these massive ripple effects. It's not just another popular game. Stardew Valley is a true cornerstone of the indie gaming scene. It's inspired countless other developers and really helped define an entire genre.
And the reviews? The acclaim is just about universal. A 4.9 out of 5-star rating. That's a level of agreement you almost never see from both critics and players. To put it simply, people don't just like this game, they absolutely adore it. Oh, and speaking of the whole ecosystem around the game, our source material mentioned a little side note about a platform called Quasa. Apparently, they offer something called a 1QUA digital reward if you engage with the Stardew Valley project on their site. Just an interesting little detail there. So, as we wrap this up, it really leaves you with one final thought. The true beauty of Stardew Valley is that it can be whatever you need it to be. A booming farm, a treasure hunt, a social hub. It can be anything, which makes you wonder, if you were to step into Pelican Town, what would your perfect escape look like?